think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a
I found it.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for Friday, September 7th, 2018. It's Friday evening. We got some new QAnon, Q clearance, breadcrumbs, drops, updates. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We always like to take a minute here at the Patriot Hour to say thank you. We appreciate all the returning Patriots, some of the original subscribers, and all the way up to the newbies, all right? The FNGs. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, please subscribe, like, share, comment. Other than commenting, take a look in the comment section, all right? After the video, of course. And you will be amazed with all the Patriots coming, the hour of the Patriots coming together, helping each other out, pointing each other in the right directions for all kinds, all right? Don't ever take our word here. Don't ever take anyone's word down below in the comment section. Look at everything you can, read everything you can, and believe none of it until you can verify it, all right? Okay, so we got Ben with us tonight. We're going to check in with him, and we're going to get into these Q posts, folks. We got quite a few to go over. Ben, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's
All
coming
right.
through a little bit choppy on my end, but we're gonna see if it clears on out even in.
All right, we'll see if we just did a little refresh there right now on the fly. See if that helps a little bit.
Nice. Perfect. Coming in good. Everything's looking good. It's a crazy Friday night rolling in tonight. Oh my gosh. Shish kebabs in the grill, just thanking God about a great country and, you know, doing the American thing. Kids jumping on the trampoline, enjoying outside, and boom, this Q's dropping, you know. Families are safe, but man, there's a war going on. I tell you what, brother.
Oh, I agree. Perfect little evening out. Did the same here. Barbecued some, or, you know, grilled out some steaks.
Yes.
Twice baked potatoes inside, some green bean casserole. What a great evening. Blessed. Yes, Q did drop as well throughout all that time. Friday night hustle, hustle and bustle, getting the kids fed, out of school, whatnot, what have you. But here we are, folks. We're here. Gave Ben a call, see if he wanted to join in for this update video. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to jump in here. Now, the last one we went over was a couple videos ago, but it would have been from last night, and it had the 2104, which was a couple of people wearing the Q shirts at the rally last night.
Couple of VIPs.
Couple of VIPs. All right, so we got 2105. This came at 10:02 this morning. We got a Reddit article here talking about a microchip, micro fake. You can change any chats. These people are stupid. Their attempts will fail. Now, we were kind of talking about this on the phone a little bit ago, the microchip, micro fake. So on the Discord, they're talking about you can go back and change the dates. There's a video to show you how. That's all it really is showing you. But we were getting into that a little bit ago, weren't we?
Yeah, this was going and showing you how to manipulate so-called, you know, delete it from the main search Discord engines and things like this, and manipulate timestamps and everything. But, you know, of course, what it goes on to say in the articles, little do they know that everything originally input into the system, like any most data systems, are just going to have a flash backup of the exact time.
Yeah, the timestamps.
Event happened. Now, the end user may not be able to have that. You may even have administrative privileges, tier 1, tier 2 administrative privileges, but you still will never be able to actually exactly get back to that original 1, or when turning the 1 to a 0, 0 to a 1. So Q is pretty clear. They have those originals.
They have it all, folks. That's what we keep hearing time and time again. All right, here's a JPEG, or here's a next post. All right, 2106. This came just before 1 o'clock, 12:56 p.m. We got a May 21st, a July 28th, an August 19th, and they're all just for context. But this first one, May 21st, I'm not going to read it all, but we got like military op, green in the brackets.
Yeah,
Green light.
JFK
right?
Rod Rosenstein. Yeah, green light, and then important fact, Rod Rosenstein until refill, all in the little brackets, put them together. And
So right here,
so,
General K, and then in the brackets JFK, and everyone's kind of like John, General John K, General Kelly.
General
I think it's
Kelly,
John
like that.
Kelly. So full disclosure, yeah, like you said, Rod Rosenstein problems. What was
Oh
Rod
my
Rosenstein's
gosh.
Senate confirmation vote? I remember us looking that up. It went at like 96-6 or something. Or
It was some crazy, overwhelming number to another. Yeah, it wasn't definitely balanced at all.
so then we got this next one here from July 28th.
That's the FISA. This was another fun one. I believe this was another great one we went over. FISA equals this, blast insurance, FISA equals that, election, safeguard events, political kill, push Russia narrative, FISA equals ties to mainstream media, other foreign heads of state and co-op strategy, FISA brings down the House.
Yeah, and
So
they bring up
yeah.
that insurance. It's like the insurance file
hmm
that everyone kept texting about, but we quite don't know what it is or whatnot. Let's see here. So then on this last one, same stuff. It's like August 19th, Showtime, Bruce Orr. Then the CS was
Ooh, we got
I had that
little
down. I
brain
can't remember now.
little brain dump here. Now is that the BO? Is that would be a Barack Obama, or would that
No, that's
be
Bruce Orr.
Orr? Yeah, Bruce Orr.
And then
So, because there's two CSs in there. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the comments below, folks. You're gonna let us know what this little
yeah, and I know all of them. That's Bruce Orr, Nellie Orr, Nellie Orr, Bruce Orr. But the CS is and it's not Carter Page because that would be CP. But yeah, stroke. No, doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, no. But what did Rod Rosenstein learn from the
Oh,
involvement?
Christopher Steele.
Oh,
Steele
Steele.
dossier.
Steele
That's what it
dossier.
has to do with because
Da-da-da.
Nellie Orr worked with them at that.
Yeah, at that level and back and forth area.
When the
There's so
FBI
much.
let Christopher Steele go, he went to go work for the company that was involved with the Uranium One stuff. She went over there to work too, and keep an eye on them so they can keep getting their dirt. But anyway, they're just reaffirming all the posts that Q talked about that stuff. And then we got here an article: Nunez Carter Page FISA redacted to hide part still played. So Nunez Carter Page FISA redacted to hide part that still dossier played. Cover intel agencies. They want to cover the intel agencies that wow, this is crazy.
It's on and on and on. Old Tucker Carlson. Well, Carter Page FISA application has been released in part. Nunez, yeah, this is, you know,
We were made fun of. We were told that was wrong and we were lying when in fact we were 100% right. So everything that we have been saying for a couple years about this and how they had it stacked, I mean, nobody believed me even 2 years ago when we were just kind of chit-chatting. Man, it seems like they might have done this. Well, you don't have no fact, and they're saying that's not true. And now it's coming
it's
out.
hard. Yeah,
They
it's
just
very hard to-
lied. The whole left, people that were going in and seeing these papers, all the people on the intel committees from the left, Adam Shifty, and a couple of them other guys.
Shift.
They were seeing this and then still coming out acting like, well, it's not that big of a deal, guys. They're kind of exaggerating.
They were definitely downplaying it to a point of the mainstream media was like their echo chamber of the downplay of it for sure.
Just hoping none of this would ever come out and it would be delayed. They'd win the midterms and Trump would be impeached and they can carry on. So we have that article, and then we got regarding or review, reread, review, important. Who signed Who signed page 380? Who signed page 389? Who signed page 390, 391, 392, 389? Andrew McCabe, 391. Rod Rosenstein, 269. James Comey, page blank, in the brackets, Sally Yates. Knowingly used false intelligence. Think Hillary Rodham Clinton, in the brackets, paid for, fake dossier, in the brackets, bulk, the bulk of the dossier. Think steal. And we got the arrow for what, greater than or pointing
greater than.
Yeah, greater than Bruce Orr. Bruce Orr. Post FBI firing. Intel collection. Think DOJ FBI classified leaks to fake news. Another greater than, insert into FISA app in effort to provide new source. Ooh. Think PDB, Presidential Daily Briefing. Placement by Brennan to authenticate source as credible. Think Bruce Orr. Arrow, greater sign, Wiseman. Regular updates regarding Steele, firewall in the brackets, Mueller. Bunch of dots here, I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing information regarding Carter W. Page is true and correct.
Ooh. So that would be a statement by us. Okay. Yes, we know the FOIA. So, a little bit of redactation. Even foreign intelligence. Probably gonna be down at the bottom where it's, all this is there because it's all pretty much redacted, and you'll probably say where it said they are hereby true, give all these statements to be
215.
Look at this, folks. I mean, this is what we're working with here, highly modified, highly redacted, 412 pages of primarily blacked out information where the only thing they really give you titles. So
all right, 2107 came at 1449, 2:49 p.m. What do we got here?
So
February 14th?
Yep, and it says like military intelligence team and military intelligence battalion, strategic
brigade.
Signals intelligence, and a military intelligence brigade, which is a part of the strategic signals intelligence designation, and _ military intelligence team. Military Intelligence Brigade, Strat Signet.
Signals Intelligence. Signals Intelligence.
And then it gives us a bunch of basically signal intelligence drop, and it's all.
And that's from February 14th, folks. Earlier this year.
Yep. Desperate people do desperate things. Of course, it was hashtag fly Rosenstein R&R in the kill box fly. Desperate people do desperate things. It is during this period of time that surveillance pays off. When does a bird sing? Q.
4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So we expect something tomorrow morning at 4 a.m., roughly.
And then it had
or when it's caged. Some people say when it's caged or when it's just early in the morning. That's tomorrow early morning. Let's keep an eye out. Mm-hmm. We got this Twitter by Jim Jordan. Let's see what he had to say.
Ooh.
The key players at the FBI and DOJ knew about the Orr's involvement in the dossier. They knew the Clinton campaign paid for it. They knew Steele was extremely biased against Trump. They didn't tell the court any of this.
And what do you call that? Lying.
Yeah. Treason for a raisin.
Green monster sickness right there.
So 2108. Goodbye, Mr. Rosenstein. 1457, folks.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. 2109, 1552, just before 4 p.m., 3:52 p.m. Why did Rod Rosenstein recommend the firing of James Comey to POTUS? In the brackets, in the kill box now, Rod Rosenstein, James Comey. We got a document cloud here, Rosenstein letter on firing.
Ooh, this has got to be the restoring public.
Just trying to see 3 pages, not too bad. We'll skim through it. They want us to read the yellow. But anyway, yeah, memorandum for the Attorney General. Go ahead and kind of read some of this from and to, and then we'll go to the yellow.
Yeah, it's from Rod J. Rosenstein, Deputy Attorney General. The subject is restoring public confidence in the FBI. And this is a memorandum, of course, to the Attorney General.
And it's from what? The
From
9th here.
The 9th of 2017, May 9th. It's from the Office of the Deputy Attorney General. So it's the deputy giving it to the Attorney General. And this is what he has to say. Announce his conclusion that the case should be closed without prosecution. It is not the function of the director to make such an announcement. At most, the director should have said, and it says, had a conflict, but the FBI director is never empowered to supplant federal prosecutors and assume command of the Justice Department. There is a well-established process for other officials to step in when a conflict requires a recusal of the Attorney General. On July 5th, however, the director announced his own conclusions about the nation's most sensitive criminal investigation without the authorization of the duly appointed Justice Department leaders.
Jeez. So real quick, backing that up here, where you started reading, let's read this first line. So the director was wrong. They're talking about Comey. The director, James Comey, was wrong to usurp the Attorney General's authority on July 5th, 2016. And then you read, but so folks, they're talking about when Comey came out on his own in front and had that little speech to the people. And I mean, I guess he had it all set up. He was on the other side of the door, and then he picked up his phone, according to testimony now. And he called Loretta Lynch and said, hey, I'm getting ready to go do a press conference. She goes, I advise against that. Even though it was probably all set up for him to do in this manner. But since it looked so bad and didn't go over well, everyone else that had him do it are acting like they didn't want him to do it. Who knows at this point, but these people are very bad actors.
Of course, in concluding, it says, compounding the error, and of course, it's the director was wrong to usurp the Attorney General's authority. It says, compounding the error, the director ignored another long-standing principle. We do not hold press conferences to release derogatory information about the subject of a declined criminal investigation. Derogatory information sometimes is disclosed in the course of a criminal investigation and prosecutions, but we never release it gratuitously. The director laid out his version of the facts for the news media as if it were a closing argument, but without a trial. It is a textbook example of what a federal prosecutor and agents are taught not to do.
Not to do, folks.
Whoa.
Not to do.
So he just heard it premeditated. Yes, he knew about this. He's been trained. He's signed paperwork. He's had the training what not to do, and he went off rogue and did exactly what he was trained not to do. He can't claim ignorance on this one.
Yeah. No, like you said, the director at the time, folks, James Comey was the director of the FBI. He called Loretta Lynch over the DOJ, told her what he was going to do. They totally were not okay with it. She told him supposedly, no, we don't recommend you do that. Don't do this. And he's like, just kind of hung up. And it was just forewarning people, basically. The director laid out his version of the facts in a news media style, and then went on to name them all off. And I'm sitting on the couch that day like, oh my God. And then nothing. At the very end of that, but we don't recommend any charges. No lawyer or prosecutor in their right mind would take this on. It's what?
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Real failure to launch on that one. Yeah. That document's amazing. And so, yes.
So, was that article there?
Yeah, the Comey firing. Yeah, and did the firing of the James Comey provide in the brackets the necessary vehicle to appoint Mueller, who appointed Mueller. Then, of course, there's a Fox News former FBI head Robert Mueller named the oversee Russia election probe, and that's the HTML. And in the brackets, it has Rod Rosenstein or RR. The plan in the brackets, any inter-organizational collaboration. Another set of brackets is being carried out by the highest level in the brackets, former and current positions in the brackets, F plus D, and then FISA equals start, Q.
So I'm thinking the plan, interior organizational collaboration,
Okay.
most likely interior.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could be the presidential, the cabinet, the interior folks he's working with, and that's of course the link to it.
Way back to May 17th of 2017. It's just the whole start when this is when Mueller got named.
Of course, FISA equals start.
Okay, so we got 2110. This came at 1611. Uh-oh, I'm hearing something.
It's all good.
Hearing some ads. All right, so 2110. James Comey, Special Agent Andrew McCabe, stood tall over the last 8 months when small people were trying to tear down an institution we all depend on. He served with distinction for 2 decades. I wish Andy well. I also wish continued strength for the rest of the FBI. America needs you. All right, now we've seen this one before. This is where Q breaks it down. This is how these people talk. They're trained. It's a way to get a message out. Again, this came at 1611, folks. All right, 4:11 p.m. And Q, back then on that Comey tweet, he tears it down, breaks it down to tell you this. This is a translation. Special Agent Andrew McCabe stood tall over the last 8 months. In the brackets, do not talk. When small people, sheep, were trying to tear down an institution we all depend on, cover. He served with distinction for 2 decades. We own you and your family. I wish Andy well. 187. I also wish continued strength for the rest of the FBI. General threat to others. America needs you. Activate sleeper cell. So that
is the beginning of this year. Wow, this is amazing. So you're giving this is how they communicate, and there's no. It's
when all
this is the beginning of this year.
Yeah, when all their stuff's being tracked, all their cell phones or whatever. Me and Ben were talking about this a while ago, and I know we've gone over this specific post, probably back then or close to it. All the eyes are on them. So now when they go around doing their talk shows during the day, they will hold their coffee cups and you'll see fingers and, it's communications. It's now that they can't call somebody and be like, hey, meet me at the park at 9:00, the place that we've met when we did our last drop the time before that. I mean, they'll talk cryptic, but they can't even do that now. So they'll take an opportunity when they're on TV. They know all eyes are on them, people that are part of the sleeper cells, and they're looking for messages, anything they can get to get the message of what's next. What do we do? What do we do? What do you want us to do? What are we supposed to do? So very, very well played most of the time.
Oh yeah, they're drowning. They're screaming for it, and like you said, they rely always. Their old tried and true is symbology, and if they can't get it out vocally, they'll try to throw it out in symbols. And all your Q has told us before, the symbols will be their downfall.
I agree. All right, go ahead and read 2111. This came at 1634, folks. 4:34 p.m.
So then this was he kind of reposted another one from
anonymous.
Anonymous post says the JC tweet about standing tall over the last 8 months, activate sleeper cells. I think he was saying in the last 8 months, 2 active. That would be September. And then Q.
I think he was saying in 8 months.
In 8 months.
To activate.
To activate. Okay, there you go. So, and then Q writes back, do you believe in coincidences? The New York Times, Anon source, sleeper cells. Q. Ooh. Now, this was...
Last night they posted...
Yes.
Right on there. Like...
So now, so this is you know, and of course this is National Preparedness Month, right? National Preparedness Month, and Trump had made a proclamation, which was a reconfirming of the National Preparation Month, and of course, quick shout out. You need your essentials, folks. Backup water, extra lead, you know, food for the family, that kind of good stuff. So, so what's this next post one?
All right, this is 2112. This came at 1643. We got Q reposting his last one that Ben just read there. And then we got logical thinking. Month, September. Public learned. GJ.
General something.
Impaneled regarding McCabe.
Okay.
Public learned. Impaneled.
Yeah.
McCabe. Coincidence. Follow the connections. We have it all.
I want to hear that GJ.
I'm not sure who that GJ
I'm pretty
is.
sure. Help us out there, folks. Slam it up
down
in them
below.
comments.
That's what it's for.
That's what it's for. Yep.
2113 came at 1652. Again, a repost of the very last one. Oh, here we go. This is the one we got into last night, but John Podesta.
Oh, okay. That's
Real witch hunt begins. The sleeper self have awoken. Trump and aides shaken by resistance. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So
It's
activated. If schedule is known, better prepared. Signals intelligence.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. So they're all over this, folks. They're probably... All right, we're getting close to the 30-minute mark. We'll try to get through these and talk a little bit. 2114. This came at 1700, 5 o'clock. Anonymous. Can we at least have the D-class, please, good sir? Specific timing. Rest with POTUS. Hints expand ammunition. Think New York Times Anon article. X. The world is watching.
Wow. New York Times
Hints
article.
expend
Experts.
ammunition.
Interesting. Okay, so the next one is 2115, coming from about another hour later at 1705. This is FISA warrant issued, approved, greater than Papadopoulos. Mueller, even greater than Papadopoulos. You must target, remove, and silence all those illegally targeted for FISA service. And it's got the Fox News that came out on the 9th. A former Trump campaign advisor, George Papadopoulos, sentenced to 14 years in prison for lying to the FBI.
14
Clockwork.
days.
14 days, excuse me.
14 days, folks. Yeah,
just
so
for lying.
You must target, remove, silence all of those illegally targeted for FISA surveillance. You must target, remove, and silence all of those. Clockwork.
Yes.
All right, 2116, 1711, 511, just a few minutes after the last one. Why isn't Page being targeted and locked up, though? Insulated? And this is from an anonymous poster. Q posted it for context. And he puts, what about FISA is about to declass? What FISA is about to declass? Public spotlight? How can you prosecute someone and provide testimony to the judge when you know the true evidence is about to come to light? Digging a deeper hole regarding testimony to the court.
So that means if the basically if the truth is out, then everybody, all the jurors can't be biased because everybody knows about the truth of it. No matter what happens, you're going down. Wow.
And sometimes when they pick jurors, they don't want them to know about everything either.
They have to be biased. Yeah. Like, have you ever, like, in any murder trial, I think, when, I don't know if you said it in jury.
That's why they said like it was hard for like the OJ. Everyone knew about it before the jury was picked.
It was he couldn't have
try to find people that didn't know anything about it and get to kind of get presented everything inside the courtroom. That's what they want people to be like. You probably never heard of this case of this civil suit. This guy hurt his back, and that's great because You don't know him. He don't know you. You don't know nobody. And we can tell you everything in the courtroom. And, you know, but a big story like certain things, it's tough to find the jury. Crazy. Huh.
And we do know a grand jury has been, assembled. Ooh, this.
Here's this next one. Go ahead and read this. 2017.
So 21. And this came at 1722. Now, of course, he reposted another anonymous 719 post. It says FISA signatures. FISA 10 something 16. SSA, Comey, Yates, the DOJ, FISA 1 something 17. The SSA.
It's a question mark.
Question mark, yeah. One question mark, like what day, sometime in that month. It was SSA, Comey, Yates, and DOJ. And then sometime in the fourth month, 2017, it was a SSA, Comey, the Dana, Bonetta, whatever, the AAG of the DOJ. And then some month in 6th of 2018, SSA, McCabe, Rod Rosenstein, and the DOJ. Then it was Bonite, I don't know how to pronounce that word, resigned 10/27/17, hired as FBI, was it general counsel? I don't know if that GC means general counsel.
Yeah, something.
I don't know. Yeah, like so 1/23/2018. Yates was fired 1/30/17. Comey was fired 5/9/17. McCabe fired 3/6/18. And then of course stepped down 1/29/18. Only Rod Rosenstein left. Only possibly, however, the AAG and DOJ signatures
Acting Attorney General or Assistant,
there you go.
Assistant Attorney General.
Yeah.
And the DOJ signators. And possibly whoever the AAG and DOJ signators were.
And then, of course, down below that the anonymous post, they put, if Rod Rosenstein in the brackets is dirty, Mueller must also be dirty. If Mueller is dirty, Rod Rosenstein in the brackets must also be dirty. Q. And of course, that's Occam's razor. If the most simplistic answer is most likely the answer.
Man.
Oh my! A lot of drops tonight, man. A lot of them.
And we never got we've never heard trust Mueller. I don't think. I know people at one point So these are just some bad actors. All right, so we got nothing new. We just did a live update. Did an update on the fly there. So I think we're gonna do another one. We're gonna take a little garage break. We just got these posts out. It's 33 minutes into this video right now. So any closing thoughts? Something to wrap all that up, or?
Man, this is a lot coming out, and I mean, like we were saying before this video, we were trying to do some garage talk time. Just of course, loving the sun going down, and man, this is so much to go through and so much to process, and how quickly it's coming down. And it's up to not only your subscribers, the viewers, even those of you who have first seen this for the first time, any of this kind of stuff. Leave comments. Because we can't get through all of this and know everything and precise and be like, individual computers, although it would be nice. But I mean, a lot of this stuff that we're looking at here is it's really crazy. And to think about, this is happening like clockwork. So if this is happening like clockwork, then that means what's been happening, what we're thinking, oh, this is crazy and amazing. There's always been a plan in place. We're trusting the plan. It's been scary at times because they're not, scary. We've been aware of how close to danger we have become. And we need to be voting these midterms. I'll say that much. Get out and vote. I've been feeling that narrative on the Q boards, on the Patriot levels, because, Q said it in his speech, I think either today or yesterday, that we're almost, we have a good push going, but if we don't all get out and vote to tip it over the edge, because this next little voting period could maybe affect the next 6 years.
Oh,
because they could. Trump was saying they could take your Second Amendment away, and once they disarm you, this is a classic example of communism, and you now become a property of the state. Once they disarm you, that's it. You're done. You don't have a sovereignty of property rights. You don't have any of that kind of stuff, free speech, any of that stuff. And That's what we're fighting against, folks. And I know that the satanic thing is very deep, but that's what it boils down to. You know, that piece of paper just outlined what God gave you, and who do you think wants to take away what God gave you? I'll leave it with that.
That's right. Good words there, folks. Don't ever give anything more up to these to idiots. You don't give anything up to idiots because you can never get it back. All right, you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. You think, oh, this isn't this. This is only just a form of that. Well, nothing. That's how you start. All right, you're going to give them that little inch. They're going to keep taking and taking and taking until they got the mile. All right, so don't give anything up. Keep fighting for your rights. Keep everything you have. Give up none of your rights. We can't afford to do that. We're trying to inform you so you keep your rights, all right? We're promoting freedom, fighting for liberties, and just trying to give the truth. If we're ever wrong here, we will admit it. Again, don't take what we said tonight here to be 100% truth. Do your own research, connect your own dots, listen to everything you can, read everything you can, watch everything you can, and believe none of it until you can verify it. That's by having all the truth, all the dots you can connect, and then you're going to land on a good, solid based conclusion with a lot of facts, and it'll lay right with you. It'll either be in your mind, your heart, or your gut. All right, I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed to each and every one of you worldwide, and we'll see you back here real soon for the next Patriot Hour update. Keep fighting for your rights, folks. Don't give anything up. Have a great evening.